Man, I told y'all this press tour is going to be way better than the actual fight. And again, this does not disappoint at all. This particular press conference was a lot shorter than the one from Toronto because they got to catch a flight to London, a red eye, like probably within the next hour or so for that flight out there. But man, this was Brooklyn, New York. This was more of a conservative crowd. They were actually more, I would say, more neutral. You know, it seemed it was seemed to be more McGregor fans, right? But at the same time, when he came on stage and he came out to Notorious B.I.G. try to give props to B.I.G. He came up to Mayweather, gave him the Jay-Z album 444, dissed 50 Cent. The dude tried to say he was half black from the waist down. Them jokes bombed. And then the crowd turned on him and he was like, F you, F you. So New York was not feeling him, unlike Toronto. Obviously, it's going to be a different story the next day in London, because you know that's going to be 1,000% pro McGregor. But them jokes that McGregor did bombed, and you could tell his energy was off. And Mayweather came back and did this right here. He made it rain on McGregor. McGregor just sat there, didn't have no comeback. He was like, you know what? Let's go. Let's say the best for last. Let's go to London and get it over with. So he basically tapped out, like Mayweather kept saying, tap out, tap out. You tapped out 3 times. So right now, you would say Mayweather got the first press tour in terms of trash talking. McGregor got pretty much a knockout in Toronto. He was in rare form in Toronto. And this one, got to give it to Mayweather. Mayweather took it back, So right now it's 2-1. So obviously, like I said, with London, McGregor got the crowd behind him. We're going to see. Mayweather said he got some up his sleeve for London. So we're going to see what happens in London. But let me tell you something. I'm going to break a couple things down real quick, right? I saw a little interview by, what was it? I can't remember the name of the guy who did the interview. Some random ass dude asked McGregor a question about would you fight, who would win between the fight between you and Rocky 3. McGregor came back and said, "Oh, is that the one with the dancing monkeys?" And I was like, okay. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about, dancing monkeys. I was reading the comments, and people were already, copping pleas, talking about, well, yeah, no, you guys are trying to race bait. He wasn't talking about dancing monkeys. There was actually a training scene in Rocky 2. He had his Rockies mixed up. Rocky 2, he was training in with monkeys. I'm like, okay, really? See, this is what happens when white supremacist apologists, they try to articulate and try to defend a suspected white supremacist in Conor McGregor. That's what they try to do. Same thing they did with Sergey Kovalev. Oh, well, he's from, he doesn't know. He's not from this country. The monkey, he doesn't know. That's not an excuse. They know what the hell they doing. McGregor studies black culture, man, to a T. It's almost as if he wants to be black. He even admitted, he said, he's half black from the waist down. So the dude studies black culture. He emulates black culture. He emulates Floyd Mayweather. He emulates the hip hop culture. He emulates just black people in general, of success, the flamboyance, the swag, the energy. He mimics, he emulates. He wants to be basically black. That's what he wants to be, which is why he chose to fight Mayweather. Okay. But here's the thing. This is a suspected white supremacist, as in Conor McGregor, versus a coon, as in Floyd Mayweather. The suspected white supremacist versus the coon. Okay? This is so WWE marketing. That's why I don't take really none of this stuff, what they say, seriously. You know, this is a spectacle fight. It's going to do record-breaking numbers. It's going to attract zombie casuals. You know, people like my wife are talking about the fight. When is the fight? When is the fight? You know, when people use the phrase "the fight" and they don't even know the names of the fighters, they just say, "What fight is coming up?" That's when you know these zombies are coming after you, wanting to watch the fight, which is attracting casuals, right? And so that's the brilliance of the marketing. The marketing between these two guys is brilliant. But yeah, like I said, New York, man, New York was really actually pretty neutral. They booed Conor McGregor. They weren't feeling Conor McGregor's material, even though it was actually pretty good. He came up with creative ways, and he tried to, you know, cater his material to certain cities. He tried. I'll give him an A for effort, but the execution was terrible. Okay, he switched up the outfit, you know, did all that stuff. But when you let this dude Mayweather make it rain on you, and then also, what else did he do? Also, he had the Mayweather security formed a circle around. He said Voltron, and they all gathered around McGregor. You couldn't even see the dude. Like, it was hilarious, man. It was hilarious. So I give the nod to Mayweather for the Brooklyn, New York press tour. He won this particular trash talk segment, this press tour right here. So right now it's 2-1. 2-1. Floyd Mayweather. We'll see what happens in the last press tour. Like I said, this is hands down the best press conference I've ever seen. Shout out to Dante's Boxing Nation. He talked about how the press conference is comparable to hip hop battle rap. Yes, this is better than a hip hop battle rap. It'll knock down any King of the Dot or URL rap battle I've ever seen. This is top notch entertainment. I'm highly entertainment. I don't take this fight seriously. I don't care really who wins. I mean, from a technical, since I'm a boxing guy, I consider myself a diehard boxing fan, and you know, I know the sport. I can break down the sport and articulate the sport, right? So I'm, you know, based off logic, Floyd Mayweather should win this fight easily. But at the end of the day, if he loses, I don't care. If McGregor wins, you know, the great white hope, the suspected white supremacists got their hero. At the end of the day, I don't care about that. But you know, that's what they're, you know, trying to prop this guy up with 3 losses, right? You know, Americans, right, or so-called Americans, I would say, we don't support our own. We don't. You know, it's all about skin tone. It's all about the lack of melanin. So if the more melanin that you have, the so-called Americans don't support you. That's the system of racism, white supremacy that we live in, right? So it is what it is. All right. So anyway, I'm looking forward to the press conference in London. We'll see what happens. I want to see what McGregor got up his sleeve. I want to see what Mayweather got up his sleeve, and that we going hopefully they save the best for last. The theatrics, the jokes, the trash talking, top notch. I'm very entertained. This is going to be great, man. Like I said, this is going to be way better than the actual fight. Way better than the actual fight. You already know. So anyway, family, those are my thoughts on that. Leave your comments down below if you saw the press conference. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Until next time, family, Chauncey, a.k.a. the Black Separatist, signing out. Peace.